on the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube feed. And Jason's been so busy along with Chris and Frankie getting all your coverage down in Vegas for Summer League. He had an opportunity to catch up with Jordi Fernandez. And this covered a lot of stuff. Let's just roll right through it rather than play the whole thing. There were just some very interesting things we can kind of pick out and talk about. First off, with the game today against the Oklahoma City Thunder and Chet Holmgren, top of everybody's mind is how's Neemias Queta's injury?
He's available, yeah. So that's great. Yeah, it's good to, he felt great. He worked all the way through, just making sure that he was fine. So he is, and we're excited. Okay,
so that's good news.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see what happens there.
He left the game the other day, and it felt like the team dropped too. Like they don't have a whole lot of depth on this Summer League team. When Keegan goes out, it's a little bit of a tougher watch.
Yeah.
But when Queta left, Queta's been a good player for this team.
Yes.
And that's a guy that, again, you watch all the other pieces, but to me, the three pieces to really watch are Keegan, Keon, and Queta. And I'm glad he's going to be cleared and to go, because it's a better watch when he's on the floor.
Here's something I was thinking about the other day. If Keegan Murray was the 4 pick, which he was, but if the Kings had 2 first-round picks and Neemias Queta was the number 13 pick in the draft, based on what you've seen, would you be disappointed?
No.
Me neither.
No. And we know where he was taken last year in the second round, and it's the fact, like Katie brought it up, he's better. Like, you can just see that's the goal. That's why you go to Stockton. That's what the G League is for, is to improve. And I don't know ultimately, Dave, if he's going to be an NBA like veteran, but he's tracking that. He's working hard. The organization likes him, and you just want to be. I think Jordi says it too, like 1% better every day. Well, Queta's getting better, and that's what you want.
It's his movement without the ball. It's the way, or excuse me, it's his movement with the ball. He's very, I don't know, for lack of a better term, because of his size and strength, he's graceful.
Yeah.
And that's really stood out to me, in addition to his ability to hit an outside shot. I don't know that we're looking to see Neemias Queta hitting 2 and 3 and 4 3-pointers a game, but the fact that I'm really looking forward to how he matches up with a guy like Chet Holmgren, because let's be honest, a guy like Queta who's 7 foot 250, and I don't buy the 250. I think he's a little more strong than that. Going up against a guy like Holmgren, will Chet be able to pull him out of the key, make him chase him around? Will Queta be able to just pound him down low with that weight and be successful offensively? This is one of the Summer League matchups I'm weirdly looking forward to the most.
Yeah, I'm anxious for tonight too as well. It's going to be fun.
Coach Fernandez, in light of Paolo Banchero resting, Jason, you asked him about the Kings resting players.
That's a good question. Probably a question for Coach and Monty. So far right now, we're going to the next game, playing with everybody and trying to get better. And then once we decide that it's enough, then the next guys available are going to do the same thing, play really hard and compete and go as far as we can.
It's going to get interesting, Jason, especially if the Kings win more. They've lost the heartbreaker to the Magic, followed that up with a win. Now, let's say they win again tonight, and here's where it becomes very, very interesting for the coaching staff and Kings fans, because here's the deal. The coaching staff should absolutely, and the front office should 100% not care whatsoever about how Kings fans feel when it comes to the Summer League. But let's be honest, with a team that has had so few successes, if the Kings are in a position, let's say in a few days, where they're actually competing for literally a Summer League ring, I'd love to be a fly on the wall when they go, you know what, from a basketball standpoint, we've seen all we need to see out of Keegan Murray. Maybe we don't want to mess with Queta that much. Let's give the younger guys some run. But we're also on the verge of winning our second straight Summer League title and making the fans happy. I'm really curious as to how much that'll factor in, if at all.
Yeah, because if we go off of what's happened out here so far, obviously there was the unfortunate injuries to Ivy, to Sharp. But in Paolo's case, I think the phrasing Orlando used was, we've seen enough. Like, okay, in one game, and he can play. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But if you want to use that phrasing, I've seen enough from Keegan. They could shut him down, but I don't want them. Me personally, selfishly, I want to see him keep playing, and I think he wants to compete. I think he loves to play and to keep going. So I don't think the Kings need to see more from him, but I don't think it also hurts to see more from him. So just go, let's play him.
I could be wrong, but I think the answer as to whether or not they'll continue to play Murray as the tournament progresses, I think you can probably find that answer in Davion Mitchell. I think Davion Mitchell not playing signals a little bit as to where their priorities go when it comes to Summer League. Because let's be honest, Josh Giddey's playing. A couple other second years are playing.
Yeah. Who was I watching the other day? Oh, Zaire Williams from Memphis. Yeah. It's like, okay, and I know they've seen enough. He's played. He belongs in the league. He plays minutes for that Memphis team that made the playoffs, and yet Orlando's going to say, yeah, we've seen enough from our top pick in one game. So each organization's different, but I personally would like to see him play.
John on the YouTube chat says that some would say tonight Queta is going to turn Holmgren into Chet's mix.
Bold or spicy or
like the I like the sweet kind. What are those called? Muddy buddies or whatever.
Oh, you like the okay? Those are good. Bold is the best.
Bold. If I'm eating the savory, bold is the best. Wow. And John got a clap from.
Was that the slow clap from Jay?
John got the clap from Jay.
Yeah,
I thought that was you, Dave. Oh, no.
Coach Fernandez on Kings practices down in Vegas.
So today was a non-contact for 60 minutes, and the message was, we watched film, but the message was, even though it's a non-contact, we still got to get better. And sometimes you just need an extra focus when you know that you're not going to go live, and the guys were amazing. Also, got to give a lot of credit to our coaches like this one here, right? Because, he'll try to guard our guys, and the guys are not going to be able to score on him. So great job by the coaches. If us as a coaching staff would bring the energy, the players have no other choice than just also, join the group and bring it. So that's important.
Okay. Who was the coach? Do you remember who he was referring to?
I don't.
Yeah.
If it was the coach playing defense, there's one that sticks out.
Oh, yeah. No, you know what? I do know who it was. Sorry. No, it may not be who you think. I do know. Sorry.
It's not Doug?
It's not Doug.
That's actually what's your guess? Maybe that's it.
That would be my guess. Yeah.
Okay. He pointed to someone else.
Oh, was it 50 Cent?
No.
Leandro Barbosa.
Jay Mars for the win.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Leandro Barbosa, newest addition to the Sacramento Kings front office / staff. In the meantime, people like Leandro Barbosa, Doug Christie perhaps, helping build a culture around the Sacramento Kings team. And Coach Fernandez talked about that.
It's number one is togetherness, right? Like working together, getting 1% better every day, being the best teammate you can be. I think that is very important, and that all together is going to help us compete. And competing is fighting, not necessarily the result, which is the win and the loss, but that's how we see the process. And us, that we've been in winning situations for the most part, we know what we want to bring and how we're going to do it. So that's more, you can say culture, but building your identity, and that's what we're doing right now. And moving forward is going to be the same thing.
All right, time for one more here. I want to get to the final cut here, Jay. This is something that I think coaches are aware of and fans are a little worried about, and that's trusting the organization on building that culture.
I think you got to be invested and be very passionate about it. And I think we are, as a coaching staff, as an organization, we just want, like, everybody from top to bottom wants to do it, and you can feel it. And then from there, the fan base wants, sometimes when it's just words and words, probably in the last whatever years, everybody said the same thing. But that's okay. We're just going to show it, and we're going to do it again and again and again. And once everybody can see that, it's going to be even better, because we know that we have the best NBA fans and playing, especially when you play for everything, playing home games and the playoffs is extremely important. And that place is going to be rocking. And I don't see other arenas better than that. So that's going to be really cool.
That's Coach Fernandez. Great job, Jason, on that. And it is going to take a lot of trust. And you know what? I said it last year. I'll say it again this year. I think Kings fans are very much the state of Missouri. It is the show me state. And Obviously, there's going to be hype. There's going to be excitement because that's what happens every single season with this team. It doesn't matter. Everyone's always going to be a little bit more excited, a little more hype, because guess what? We haven't lost a game yet. We've not lost a regular season game. And it's like the first day of school. Everybody's got straight A's and we're ready to go. It's a clean slate and anything could happen. But my goodness, not that it has to be this way, Jason, but that first month of the season, I really hope they're able to come out of the block solid.
Yeah. And, why is this year different? There's been other years of optimism and excitement, and you should always have that feeling going into a season. But, at some point it was different for Memphis. At some point it did turn around for Minnesota. And I know it hasn't happened for the Kings, and maybe it'll keep going in the negative way. But, again, for too many sensible moves, it does seem like they've got good players. Adding Sabonis, it feels like it's going the right way, Dave, but I just want to see it. You're right. Just forget all the opinions and different beliefs. Let's just let them prove it right and be a really good team for a while. Would be fun for everyone.